It's October 2023, and this edition of Robert Reads will look at the work of Pablo Neruda, Chilean poet. Pablo Neruda was born on July 12, 1904 in Parral, Chile. His birth name was Neftali Ricardo Reyes Basso Alto. It was only later that he adopted the pseudonym Pablo Neruda, most of it inspired by the Czech poet Jan Neruda. A lot of his early poetry was influenced by the natural beauty of his Chilean homeland. He's mostly noted for his literary achievements, of course. It covers a wide range of themes from love and nature to getting into social justice and politics. We'll touch on that in a moment. He received the Nobel Prize in Literature in 1971 for his very powerful and poignant verse. Some of his notable works include 20 love poems and a Song of Despair, as well as the Canto General. We'll talk a little bit more about that in a moment. Anyway, as I noted before, he was very deeply involved in political activism throughout his life. He had joined the Communist Party of Chile in the early 1940s, and he served as a diplomat representing Chile in various countries. His political beliefs often found expression in his poetry, but it also got him into some trouble. At one point in the late 40s, he actually had to go into hiding because the current government at the time was cracking down on communists. And during a period of political turmoil in Chile, Neruda went into exile. He lived in various countries, as I said, including Mexico and France. He returned to Chile in 1952 and continued his political and literary writing as well. One of the key pieces of literature that he produced was called the Canto General, and one of Neruda's most significant works. It's an epic poem that explores the history and culture of Latin America. It's considered a masterpiece of modern poetry and a very strong testament to his commitment to social justice. His poetry continues to be celebrated worldwide for its passion, its eloquence, and it appeals to those who want to hear something about social consciousness as well, expressed in verse. His influence extends way beyond literature into the realms of politics and activism, and it made him an enduring figure in both Chile and the world. Before we get into the recital of Do Not Go Far Off by Pablo Neruda, it's my favorite poem of his. It's actually a sonnet. He wrote a lot of sonnets, and there are a number of really excellent translations of his work from his original Chilean Spanish into English. The one that I prefer the most is those translations done by Nathaniel Tarn. Anyway, let's proceed. Don't go far off, not even for a day, because I don't know how to say it. A day is long, and I will be waiting for you as in an empty station when the trains are parked off, somewhere else, asleep. Don't leave me even for an hour, because then the little drops of anguish will all run together. The smoke that roams looking for a home will drift into me, choking my lost heart. Or may your silhouette never dissolve on the beach. May your eyelids never flutter into the empty distance. Don't leave me for a second, my dearest, because in that moment you'll have gone so far, I'll wander mazily over all the earth, asking, will you come back? Will you leave me here, dying? Well, that wraps it up for the October 2023 edition of Robert Reads, as we went through Pablo Neruda and his life and work, and a reading of his great poem, Don't Go Far Off. I'm here at the L. Brown Library, very thankful for all the support they provide us here in Long Branch, New Jersey. Also the home to many of the spoken word events that we produce as part of spoken word poetry. Got actually a very special event that we're planning for the holiday season, and if you'd like to know more about it, stay tuned to this subscription, as well as the newsletter that goes out monthly. We'll probably let you know more about it next month. Well, that's it. Take care. We'll see you next month.